What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today it's your boy Alec. Oh my god. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Alec back with another video on the channel. Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how I make samples for Travis Don Tolliver, and this is basically just a simple melody that I made, but it's very full and it just shows that you don't need much. And I'm gonna show y'all how you can make simplicity go a long way. So yeah, let's get into it. So if you haven't already, make sure to go follow me on Instagram at AlecB, and then make sure to go get my sample library down in the description. 25 royalty-free melodies, the Casablanca sample library. Use code ALEC21 for 10% off of any kits on the website. You know, make sure to go do that. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the full sample sounds like this. So yeah, pretty hard, and I'm gonna show y'all like the effecting and all the stuff I did to make it cool, and all those, you know, like cool like little tweaks you can do to make a simple progression really hard. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first sound sounds like this. And I'll show you the actual original which is like really weird, like you know, it sounds way different. Yeah, I got this original sound from the Atom Bank in Analog Lab. It's movie piano keys, and I just made a basic progression. That's it. What I did was I just added some effects to it, EQ and effect track. On the effect track, I added a basic vintage punch. I then exported that out, and I dragged it into Slicer. I chopped it into something I liked, and it sounded like this. So I just chopped it up, and that's what made it sound like this, which is way different. It sounds a lot better. This is what I like to do a lot. I make simple, like kind of mid progressions, and then I export them out and just mess around with them. With that slicer, that thing, that's really important. That can do a lot to your melody. So yeah, for effects on this, I think all I did was I added a decimort, which is a resampler, which makes it sound more vintage, and Unstable, which is a free plugin. It's a detune plugin, and Valhalla vintage reverb, but you can use normal reverb. I wanted this reverb because it was a bit dry. After that, I added my guitar. It sounds like this. And I know it sounds like really weird. This is like a normal guitar, and I'll break down how I did that. With that effects, the guitar sounds like this. I didn't even quantize it or anything because I wanted it to be really weird. One EQ to take out lows and highs. Another EQ to boost up a bit of the high mids, because EQing is important when it comes to real guitars. Because the real guitar, you know, has certain key points that you need to EQ out. I added Portal then. I added the ambient length preset. This is kind of what made it weird. I took like down the mix over here, so you can see. Then I added a guitar rig 6, and I used the binaural rhythm preset, which is like a really cool pop preset. And I like to use pop presets a lot because they're really like weird. They're perfect for this type of stuff. And I used kickstart, and this is just a sidechain, and then a reverb with effects like this. You see the difference is insane. So yeah, I then added this bass and Analog Lab. It is the Dark Drone synth bass. Really like Mike Dean type, really hard. I don't think I affected anything on this because it didn't really need any effects, or external effects at least. And yeah, I just added this little slide on top here just to make it a bit cool. It's really simple. Added this like pad sound from Analog Lab. It is the Costos organ from the Mellotron Bank. It sounds like this. And you can see that it really gives it like the feel and the ambience like this, because it's so bright but it's so dark. Yeah, that's why I like this sound a lot. For effects on this, all I did was an EQ, because again, this was pretty much well affected already. And a lot of these sounds are well affected already, so you don't need to do much but EQ or maybe a reverb. And this flute by itself is kind of terrible because it's just a basic flute. To be exact, it's the fat_flute, and I don't know what bank this is from, I don't remember, but this is just a basic flute. It sounds like this. And this part right here is what made it catchy. Like, you could barely hear, but you could feel that there's something like transitioning in the melody. This part's really hard. This is like one of my main favorite parts. Everything else is just kind of like an air, but you can't really hear it. For effects on that, I added a fruity reverb, and then I added a Valhalla vintage verb. And why did I put 2 different reverbs, same sound? I honestly couldn't answer that, but I wanted 2 reverbs because I wanted to make it even more ambient. So yeah, and then an EQ, just boost up a bit of the mids. After that, I got this last sound. It was like this key ambient type thing. It was called Crocodile Swamp. If I'm not mistaken, this is from the Loophole Bank, one of the Loophole Banks. Yeah, and it sounds like this. And it's really cool, it's really catchy. For effects on that, I added a Panomatic, so I can go from one to the other. Y'all know I love Panomatic, I love panning. Then a reverb, yeah, because it was a bit dry. Then an EQ, boost up the mids and take out some of the lows. Without effects, it sounds like this. You can see it's a lot brighter with effects, just a lot cleaner. Just arranged it, and the way I arranged it was with stems. Yeah, just so the producer who gets the loop can do whatever with them. And I might have a loop kit coming soon with this loop, so y'all make sure to stay on the lookout for that. It's gonna be really hard, these type of style loops. Yeah, so y'all get ready. And then export it out, and it ended up sounding like this. You can see it's so simple. It only has like what, 1, 2, my counting's bad. It has 6 sounds, and most of them are just little counter stuff. You can see it sounds really full, and that's just because the main chord progression and the guitar really do a lot. It makes it really full, so that just shows that you don't need. On that note, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to go down in the description, get my Casablanca sample area, 25 royalty free loops as I said before, and use code alec21 for 10% off on that kit as well as any other kits in the shop. Then make sure to go follow me on Instagram at alecbit, and I'm gonna see y'all later.